Hello and welcome back to Ask a Librarian. Today our question comes from Quinn. He wanted to know who started daylight savings time. Not only is this an excellent question, but also a very interesting subject. A curious fact. In contrast to popular belief, Benjamin Franklin did not invent daylight savings time. He merely suggested people changing their sleep habits to save money on candles and lamp oil. The common misconception comes from an essay he wrote in 1784 that was published in the Journal de Paris. So if it was not Benjamin Franklin, then who was it? In 1895, George Hudson, an entomologist, that's a scientist who studies bugs and insects, he was from New Zealand, came up with the modern concept of daylight savings time. He proposed a 2-hour time shift so that he would have more light after work to collect bugs in the summer. However, the concept of daylight savings times did not catch on globally until Germany introduced it in 1916. Clocks in the German Empire and its ally Australia were turned ahead 1 hour on April 30th, 1916, 2 years into World War I. A little known fact, however, a few hundred Canadians beat the German Empire by 8 years. On July 1st, 1908, the residents of Port Arthur, Ontario, which is known today as Thunder Bay, turned their clocks forward by 1 hour to start the world's first daylight savings time period. In the U.S., inconsistent use of daylight savings time began in March of 1918 with the adoption of the Standard Time Act, which confirmed the existence of time zones throughout the U.S. However, daylight savings time was finally implemented with the Uniform Time Act of 1966, signed into law on April 12th of 1966 by President Lyndon Johnson. Although modern daylight savings time has been observed for just over 100 years, ancient civilizations are known to have similar practices thousands of years ago. For example, the Roman water clocks used different scales for different months of the year to adjust their daily schedules to fit the solar time. So you see, the idea of shifting our day to make better use of daylight has been around since the very beginning. So keep those excellent questions coming. You can either email them to us or give us a quick phone call. And check back next week for another Ask the Librarian.